Yeah, hey guys, this is Ian, and I wanted to really quickly take a look at a brand new directory WordPress theme that's come out in the last couple of days. It's called Listingpro. It's on ThemeForest, and it really is quite interesting, innovative, and unique in some ways that other similar themes are not. So, as many of you know, um, for building authority sites and documenting directory marketing and so forth. I have reviewed and used and purchased and developed a ton of directories. I've done lots of demonstrations, and they're pretty much, other than aesthetic differences, stylistic differences, pretty much all the same. Some have advantages, disadvantages. But this one, I dare say, is really, really cutting edge in some ways that I think most of you are going to appreciate. So let's look at the dashboard really, really quickly. Now, as you can see right away, the user dash is dramatically different. It's brighter. It has much more information. So this is as an owner or as somebody who has listings. This is the visual back end that you'd be looking at as a customer, as well as the administrator, which I am for this account. So 9 published listings you can see, expired, pending. All right, so you have all this stuff here, which is quite a lot more information than your standard directory theme has. Now, and this all comes default, by the way, out of the box. This is not by dint of additional plugins or additional WooCommerce extensions. This is all native to the theme. I purchased this on ThemeForest a couple of days ago for literally $24, which I'm almost embarrassed for the developers to admit. I mean, this is something that other themes that don't do a fraction of this are charging, 69, 89 and up for far less functionality, where you have to go out and use WooCommerce and various extensions and enhancements and proprietary plugins to get this functionality. But all of that aside, none of them do something that this one does, which I think is potentially game changing in a way that I'm really excited about and really excited to recommend. So I'm going to show you what that is. So here you'll see active campaigns. Now I want you to picture this is a client. So this is somebody who has signed up for your directory as a professional to have listings. Now, this is what they'd be seeing. So ad campaigns. Start a new ad campaign. Now this is going to bring up a page where it says, want to promote your listing? Now you can change all this. Get started now. Okay, so we're going to get started. Now these are all the default listings that came with the the demo data import. These two I've added as test listings just to goof around. This is just today, you can see. So let's look at this one here, Ian's Yoga. I don't do yoga, but if I did, it would be called Ian's Yoga. All right, let's promote that. Now, again, picture this from the vantage point of your audience. I mean, this is what your users are now seeing. Their ad, they now can show in these various places in the search results, show ad, and search. Now, I created an ad package, made this 0. And this one also, I believe, is 0. This is show random ads. This is $23. You can change all this, duration, etc. All right, let's just use a free one. And again, I'm just demoing this so you can see signing up for this is going to bring your users' ad into the search and their tags. Their ad is going to, or their listing is going to show up. I connected this with Stripe. Again, this is out of the box. So again, picture this is your user who is proceeding along these lines. And then it brings up a payment with Stripe that I can pay to run my ad or my listing in, let's say, the tags that I've identified and in the places and spaces that I want my listing to stand out. I mean, that is really, now let's go and look. I didn't proceed with that. I'm not going to make the payment, but let's now go and look at what one of these looks like. All right, so this is the theme. Here's Ian's yoga. Now that's, again, there's not an ad associated with this. There would be if I would have completed that transaction. This is all of there's a lot of cool things I'm not even going to cover here. This is the bare bones listing. This is an ad. You can see, like Yelp, it has this ad icon on it. Let's click on this. Now this is one of the data, or the dummy data that came with the theme. And here you go. Now I actually embedded, just to play with the listing a little bit, you'll see I embedded one of my Twitter updates, which you wouldn't do, especially if it's psychedelics. You don't want to add that to Vicini's accounting and tax. I'm sure they won't appreciate that. All right. So, I mean, that alone, the back end stuff, and I'm not sure I did a really good job of demonstrating that, but essentially what that does is it empowers your users with all this information, reactions that people posted on their reviews, which are these just little kind of, emotional, like loved, funny, whatever, like you would see on Yelp. New review, a new lead when someone contacts you. This is just somebody that, that I, put a fabricated contact just to test that functionality. All of this stuff, bookings, you can integrate this with TimeKit and some other booking services, which means that you can literally offer your audience, if they have a TimeKit account, which you would obviously recommend that they sign up for, you can offer them the ability to take bookings directly from their listing through TimeKit in a really aesthetically appealing way, giving them immediate access to your audience in a way that most themes that are using something like WooCommerce bookings and requiring all this e-commerce functionality that you don't really want to deal with. It's a headache. It's just really, really cool. The ad campaigns, the here's the saved, where you have your bookmarks effectively. And again, this is day one stuff. I mean, you're looking at this thing just came out. These folks are busting their rear ends to make this theme better and better. I've had a lot of emails back and forth with these guys privately over the last day. They're super receptive. And I look, I'm not using this for anything in my own business coming up now. Like I'm not building a directory today. But if I were, out of all, and I just bought the new Vantage 4.0, which I really like and recommend. It's different than this. There's a lot fewer moving parts. But I gotta say, if you really wanted to build a Yelp-like directory on WordPress, and I mean, wanted that level of functionality, this is the answer right now. I mean, there's some design little idiosyncratic things that I don't love about this thus far. I think those are going to be fixed. But it does look really good. There's just some like user interface elements that I would like to see tweaked, which I've let them know about. Whether they follow my advice or not is up to them. But this is just really insanely functional. And for a $50 theme, I'm blown away by what you could build using this right now, today. No extra plugins required. There is it has this geographic, I'm in West Palm Beach. I mean, this is all being pulled auto magically right now. So if I was in my car and drove 20 minutes away, it would say explore Boca Raton or Delray Beach. I mean, this is not, there are no plugins for that. The search is really, really cool. I mean, I'm not going to demonstrate all of this because I'm just not, but take a look at it. Go on ThemeForest. It's listingpro.com. Or listingpro.com. It's listingpro, the theme, themeforest.net. Again, I think this is really an awesome investment and something I'm really excited to recommend. All right. Hope that helps. Hope you guys take a look at this. And if you have questions, let me know.